Do you or anyone you know ever been in the position where they would like to buy a new house, but they can't because they also need to sell their old house? Hi, and welcome to another episode of House MD, where I explore the science of real estate. I'm Rick Baker, the Realty Doctor with Portside Real Estate, and today I'm going to give you the prescription for buying and selling at the same time the right way. Buying a home or selling a home can both be emotional and stressful. Now, trying to do them both at the same time, you can only imagine how difficult that might be. But if you follow the 7 tips that I'm about to give you, this process can be a smooth and successful one. Tip 1 is finding an off-market property to buy. By finding an off-market property to purchase, the seller is more likely to accept your offer even when it's contingent on selling your home. Off-market sellers are usually not in a time crunch, because they know they can always go on the market as a new listing and find a new buyer. Another reason why an off-market seller is likely to accept your contingent offer is they don't have to worry about their days on the market going up while they wait to see if your home sells. If you want more information, I have another video that talks about how to find an off-market property. Tip number 2 is to make offers on properties that have high days on market. Just because a property has been on the market for a while doesn't mean that there's something wrong with it. In most instances, the only thing wrong with that property is the price. I like this strategy a lot because home sellers whose house has been on the market for a while are happy to receive your offer since they don't have any, and they don't mind that your offer is contingent on selling another home. Tip 3 is to have your home ready to list. The best way to give yourself a chance to get a contingent offer accepted is to have your home ready to go. If you wait until you find the home you want to buy, it's too late. That means you need to have your house ready to list before you go out home shopping. That means decluttering, cleaning, getting your professional photography done, and having your house ready to go. In the event that you find the house you want to buy, all your agent needs to do is click a button and boom, you're live on the market. The reason this is so important is because this can be the difference between moving once and needing to go find temporary housing. Tip number 4 is to have tight timelines on your offers. Having your home ready to list brings me to my next point. You need to make your offers have tight windows so the seller is more likely to accept them. For example, you can't ask the seller for 30 days to sell your house. The seller is going to want less time so they have more certainty. What I like to do is I typically ask home sellers to give us 7 to 10 days to get an accepted offer. This lets the seller know that they will only be out an additional week if we can't get the home sold. And in most instances, this matches up perfectly with your own home inspection timeline. By the time your home inspection done, you have an accepted offer and both properties can go in lockstep the rest of the way. Tip number 5 is to pre-market your home. It is very important to pre-market your property when you are also looking to buy. This means getting your home ready with professional photos, videos, so that your agent can start to pre-market the home while you're out looking for properties to buy. This helps you build interest and create a buzz even though you might not be on the market yet. If you're lucky, you may even find your buyer during this pre-market time who will give you time to find your own property to purchase. Tip 6 is to price your home correctly. Pricing correctly is important no matter when you list or what type of market you're in, but when you're also trying to buy, it becomes uber important. You need to make sure you price your home either at market value or ideally actually slightly below market value to make sure that your house sells quickly and you get multiple offers. The last thing you want as a seller is to find the property of your dreams and lose it because you overpriced your property. Tip 7 is to add a suitable housing clause to your listing. Another option is to list your house before finding a home, but we put in what we call a suitable housing clause into the listing. What this clause means is it allows you to find a buyer who will give you time to find a property to purchase. It can be one of two things. It can be a buyer that's very flexible and can give you time for an extended close, or it could mean having the buyer close on your property and lease the property back to you. Instead of moving twice, you would just rent your home for a couple months or a month period until you find your next property to purchase. Whether this would be a good option for you would depend on your personal situation, the home price you're looking to buy and sell in, and where you're trying to move to. Buying and selling a house at the same time requires a strategy. and proper planning. These 7 tips are best practices, but every single person is in a different situation and they might not work for everyone. But no matter the market conditions, this will always be a problem for sellers, especially those that have pets or kids or just can't find a short-term rental solution. If you're a home seller who also wants to buy a home and you're worried about being homeless, give me a call today and we can discuss the perfect prescription for you. Thanks for watching. I'm Rick Baker, the Realty Doctor with Portside Real Estate.